Once upon a time, in a small, quiet village, there lived an old lady. Her hair was silver, and her face was a map of gentle wrinkles, but her eyes were bright and full of kindness. Everyone loved her because she was always happy, even when life was hard. She lived all alone in a little house near a big banyan tree, but she never complained. She'd just sit under the tree, talk to people, and always smile. Life in the village wasn't easy. Sometimes the rains failed and the crops dried up. Other times people fell ill and couldn't work. Worry was a common guest in many homes. One day, a young woman named Rada came to the old lady, her face streaked with tears. "I don't know what to do," she cried. "My husband went to the city for work, but he hasn't sent any money. My children are hungry, and I'm so scared." The old lady smiled softly. "Sit down, my child. Tell me, what do you think will happen?" Rada wiped her eyes. "I just feel like bad things will happen. What if he can't find work? What if he forgets us?" The old lady shook her head gently. "When we think bad thoughts, we feel worse. But if we think good thoughts, we feel better. And sometimes good things happen." "But how?" Rada asked. "How can I think good thoughts when everything is so bad?" The old lady's smile widened. "Let me tell you a story. Once, a poor man with nothing sat by a river, crying. An old woman asked him why he was sad. "I have nothing," he said. "How can I be happy?" She replied. "You have the river, the trees, the sun. If you only think about what you don't have, you'll always be sad. But if you think about what you do have, you will find peace." The man listened, and from that day on, his life began to change. The old lady looked at Rada. His life didn't change by magic. It changed because his thinking changed. When we think positively, our heart feels lighter, and we can face our problems better. Rada thought for a moment. "Will my thinking really change my life?" The old lady nodded. "Yes, if you wake up and tell yourself, 'Today will be a good day,' you'll find the strength to work and care for your children with hope. But if you only think about what might go wrong, you'll feel sad and weak." Rada left with a lighter heart. Every morning she remembered those words. "Today will be a good day," she'd say. She worked hard and prayed. A few weeks later, a letter arrived. Her husband had found a job and was sending money. Overjoyed, she ran to the old lady, who just smiled and said, "You see, my dear, when we think positively, we invite good things into our lives." The villagers heard this, and soon the whole village learned the simple, powerful lesson. Think good thoughts and good will come. Thanks for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like and subscribe for more.